I'll be out here.
Get down here to class, 1232 North King Street, Wilmington, Delaware.
Shalom, Lord Christ, to my brothers and sisters, man. Y'all need to come down to 1232 North King Street, where the truth resides, man. ISUPK Delaware. We definitely representing doing some big things.
Right? 202 North DuPont Boulevard in Smyrna, Delaware.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Come and be a part of this rising thing that we got going on here in Delaware.
I hear everybody claiming that they love the Lord and love God and all that. Well, get in here and show it. You know what I mean? The scriptures say faith without works is dead. So if you ain't doing nothing, your faith is dead. So get up and do something. What you need to do is get your ass up and get in the class. You understand what I'm saying? You ain't doing nothing else. You're sitting home wasting time. Everything is going on around you, and you don't know how to compartmentalize these things. You understand? I'm on my way to class right now, like you should be. You know what I'm saying? Class don't stop for nothing. Like that.
I'm gonna keep it 55 straight. Shout out ISUPK.
Let's go ahead. His watchmen are blind. His watchmen are what? Blind. His watchmen are what? Blind.
That's what need to be. That's what need to be happening. There need to be more black women loving their husbands.
Religion, if you serve any religion, you're serving another God. The word religlia is the Latin word that means to separate or divide. That's the root word of the word religion. Now, if you serve any religion that's not in the Bible, you're serving another God. There's no religion in the Bible.
That nonsense. And that's why he raising up his priests and prophets here at ISUPK. Shout out ISUPK. Classes all week, 7, 5, 9 p.m. The brothers dropping that knowledge. Get in class. No excuses. Don't see no motherfucking customer.
So, we're the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. We start out at 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Command of General Yohana. This is the Friday night Hebrew class, hosted by myself, Officer 5000, Mataza Pa. So tonight we're gonna get into some more Hebrew. All right, we're gonna still talk about the words that we was doing before, so we don't forget about them, and we're gonna lead them up to a couple more words I'm gonna give you tonight. All right. So we always start off with saying our letters. All right, the brother, he stepped out, so you up to bat. All right, hold on. Grab this microphone right here so we can all right, yeah.
What to go now?
Yeah, you go ahead. You good?
Abagadaha, Wazakataya, Kalamanasa, I Pa Taza Kwara Shata.
Right, good. All right. So I was gonna read something right here, right? Something that I had on Hebrew. If you ready, Tashi, you can take the microphone. And Tashi, you can recite them.
Kanawakasa. This is the Lashawan Kodash, the holy tongue. Ah, ba, ga, da, ha, wa, za, ka, ta, ya, ka, la, ma, na, sa, ah, pa, teza, kwa, ra, sha, and tha.
Right. Right. So we always start off Hebrew classes with everybody reciting their Hebrew letters. All right. So Torah is going to grace the board, right? With some letters.
Let me see that. I'm trying not to use it. But just in case.
Yeah, if you can do it without using it, then most high Christ.
Right. Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and pull up the Blue Letter Bible over here.
Okay. All right. Want me to turn it on?
Yeah, if you could. Throughout the Hebrew. What is the first letter of the alphabet? What is the first letter of the English alphabet?
A. Okay. I cheated.
See where I was going with it, right? Sideways out. Sideways in.
Okay. So move on. Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Let me get it closer.
It was some E&J that
All right, let's see.
he's
Oh.
I think Kanajas, that's what Thassia was saying earlier.
I got it mixed up.
And he said, "Come out to the store."
I had them back.
Which was that? Okay, proud. Which one she wants to? I don't know which one she wants to be. Possibly loving to the other two she wants. I know what other she wants first. Yeah, which one?
Yeah, why?
She can't really be shot. Yes.
Yeah. Me neither. I would have thought like the old school like antenna that be on the top of the house or something. Christmas tree. All right. Whatever works. Yeah, the Taza or the Taza. Uh-huh.
And I should know
That remind me of like a mushroom,
this is
like
in my
Mario
team.
Brothers or something.
I should know that.
Sean. There we go. We get it, Sister Ann, man. You did it. All right. So that's why it's important. It's very important to not only recite the letters, but to actually put them into action, right? Physically write them out. So you can associate the character with the sound, right? So that's a good job. All right. So Hebrew, right? If you didn't know that, this is a Wikipedia, right? I got a Wikipedia on the Hebrew language. And do you know what Hebrew is? The word Hebrew in Hebrew is.
Is it Ashwan or Kodash?
Lashawan Kodash actually means holy tongue. So Hebrew in Hebrew is Ibariyat. Ibariyat, yeah. You gotta there's some pins up here. We got some pins up here. I think Tazakwa still has some more pins up there, I think. You got some? All right, it's Ibariyat, right? So Hebrew, of course, is a language native to Israel, spoken by over 9 million worldwide, of which over 5 million are in Israel. Historically, it is regarded as the language of the Israelites and their ancestors, right? Hebrew is the language of the Israelites. It's not the language of anybody else. Give me a little bit. Right there.
Can you spell?
Ibariyat. Hold on, I'll get it for you. I'm gonna pull it up on the screen so everybody can see what I'm doing. If I could, just a little bit. We're gonna go right there with it. Wow. All right. So, let me see. They should be able to see my screen now. All right, you can see my screen. Come on. So the actual word Hebrew. Right. Matter of fact, it might not even be in the Old Testament for me to show you, but I do have it up here.
Let me ask you a question. Good. Why does it say Shalom in ancient?
It's the Y was added as a, hold on 1 second, I'm gonna show you. Cause it said in here too.
So it's kind of like a piece beyond you or something?
I'm gonna show you right now. Well, with these words, remember you want to go back to the
root, right?
The root.
Right, but wouldn't ancient be the root?
Yeah, so when you go back to the root, well, ancient is just the character. You talking about that's just the characters.
Right.
Right, that's the same as the modern, it's just still the characters. Like, okay, somebody when you see that in that you talking about that ancient book that we got, that was somebody typed that up to match this. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, like, because you can get one of those keyboards that will have those characters on it. And somebody sat there and they typed it up, they matched that ancient characters with the Tanakh characters.
That's good.
Yeah. Or they could have used a program too. Because I don't know if somebody could, to sit there and type that out like that. It's crazy.
You know the scriptures though. Write out the whole damn Torah.
What do you say?
I said you don't know the scriptures if you write out the whole Torah like that.
This is what you're talking about right here. So, and okay, so this letter right here, right?
In peace, right?
Hold on, I'm gonna show you. You see how right there it says Shalom. How we would say it, we would say Shalom, right? That's how it would be said. But that you see the Y right there, and you see how the dot is on the is above it.
Right.
That's because that is how they use that as an O. That's what they use right here as the Shalom. You get what I'm saying?
I got you. Yeah.
So that's how they put that in there as a vowel point or as a vowel. So they use that character right there as a vowel. So, but when you click on it, it still means so it still means peace, salute, prosperity, peaceable, health, safe, completeness, soundness, welfare, peace. You know, it still means all the same thing, right? But of course, the root word or the etymology of this word does not have that vowel point in it. It doesn't have that character. That doesn't have the wow. Because that we would say shalom, but white people they gotta use they need E's A E I O, or not A E I but E O U U.
A-E-I-O-U.
Well, because we got I like Yahweh Shai, and then we got the I like everything's ba God hi.
Can you show me in the paleo? That?
Shalom. You want to see shalom in the paleo, what it looks like? Yeah, somebody could you go up to the board and we're gonna get it. Write it so Kana can see it.
That's right.
Can I see that?
No, this is mine.
Thank you.
Well, you kind of got your letters already up there, right? So it's the Shah, the La, and the Ma, right? So I'll go ahead and read this while so historically it is regarded Hebrew is regarded as the language of the Israelites and their ancestors. Although the language was not referred to by the name Hebrew in the Tanakh. So remember when I just typed in the word Hebrew, it doesn't come up Hebrew. Because the Hebrew word for it is So the Shalom, right? Yeah. And you got to put the frown underneath for the Shah. Like the frown. Yeah, like that. So that means that letter right there is said by itself. It's Shah by itself. And the other room, as it's connected, is the La and the Ma. You just connect them together and take the Al. So Lam. Yeah, that was correct. Right. So that's how you would say when we say shalom to each other. That's how you say shalom in Hebrew.
I'm tickled.
Did a great job.
She want a hand for everything they do. Right, and that's what you wrote. That's what you wrote right there. And that's the ancient right there, and this is the modern. That's how you would see it in both ways. All right. And actually, even in here, right, when you listen to the pronunciation, I don't know if y'all can hear this, but
Strong's H 7999 Shalom. Shalom.
Esau ain't got no swag, but he's still Shalom. But we would say Shalom, right? And that's the other Israelites have a hard time of sticking to the tradition.
So if I could, it's pretty much just
that was an imposed letter.
Like everybody who went off says Shalom.
Yeah, nobody says Shalom.
We're actually the only group
that kept it pure.
That says it Shalom.
Yeah, that kept it straight up root word. You know what I mean? The same way it was taught to Commander General Yohanan. The same way it was taught to those brothers. Shalom. That's how it always was. It wasn't no Shalom because that's how that wah, the wah that's inside of that letter is what Jewish people use to for the O sign. That's shalom.
You know, it's like crazy because it's either everybody else is right and we're wrong, or we're right and everybody else is wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
like you look like
what's the chances of that? Though?
Yeah, even like with like I bought the fringes on the t-shirt, the bottom of the t-shirt. It's like either everybody else is right and we're wrong, or we're right and everybody else is wrong.
Yeah.
That shows that we right.
We right. That's what I said. We're right and everybody's wrong.
Because everybody wants to set themselves apart. It's okay for them. It's okay for all of them to look alike, long as they just don't look like us. You know what I mean? It's like I be seeing these dudes. You know, one thing that killed me is that what is it? You know, the Arab turban look, the Arab looking thing, and then they had it like the fringes hanging over their forehead like that. I'm like, hey, yo, get out of here with that. You know what I mean? Trying to look like a Israelite, right? Come on, man. Usually when I see that, I know they accept everything. Remember that one dude on the it was this video, and the dude was like, well, we not like them. He said, I know, some people out there, they give their message a little hard. We don't choose to be like that. You know what I mean? We don't choose to deliver our message. I was like, oh, man, don't do it like that, man.
Even to just have the oppressor standing there talking to you, man, you should have been pulling the 1 John 3:18.
Real quick.
You should have been all that
on him.
If any of the oppressors stop and talk to me, anytime I'm on the mic, I'm gonna try to get them to kiss my feet.
Period. I mean that should be the only thing that's you shouldn't give them no respect of anything else. Why? Doesn't deserve it. He get respect everywhere and anywhere else he go. Why the hell you're not gonna get it here? Not while I'm on the mic. Let you have it. You don't turn around and walk away from me, or get down and kiss the boot. Give it to the back of it too. So look, so the language of Hebrew or Yiddish, right? I'm not even gonna say Hebrew because they don't speak Hebrew in modern day Israel. They speak what is called Yiddish. Hebrew ceased to be a language spoken around. Hebrew has ceased to be an everyday spoken language somewhere around 200 to 400 CE. All right. And then in the 19th century, it was revived as a spoken and literary language. Now, I'm going to show you how they revived it. It says Hebrew has been revived several times as a literary language, most significantly by the Haskalah, or Enlightenment movement of early and mid 19th century Germany. So in Germany, that's when they revived this language. So that you had these so-called scholars, right? And so what they did was they was smart enough to create a language using Hebrew characters, right? So what they did at first, this is how they got everybody to get used to the Hebrew characters. In Germany, you know how in over here we would say the word black. Say this word black right here. What they did was they would still use the Hebrew characters, but just spell it out like black. You know what I mean? I don't, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So it'd be the B, the ba, the la, the ah, the ka, and you know what I mean? And it was getting you used to looking at the characters, but you were still able to read it in Germany, but you looking at Hebrew characters. So that's how they started first getting them used to the Hebrew characters. Then what they did was they started intertwining the languages. Now, how they did this, I do not know. But there's professors out there that I was watching that did like some lectures on the Hebrew language. And they were saying that when somebody from Israel speaks Hebrew, this is a German man. He's German. He can understand what the person from Israel is saying. And he's saying he can understand what he's saying because most of the language is German. It's just a German language, which they call Indo-European. Y'all know, like white people, all that language right there is called Indo-European. how could it be the language of the people that live in Israel today if Hebrew is a Afro-Asiatic language? Could you look up Afro-Asiatic? Somebody, anybody? Afro-Asiatic, and give me the definition for Afro-Asiatic, because right here it even says it. It says Hebrew belongs to the West Semitic branch of the Afro-Asiatic language family. So we know that white people don't speak Asiatic languages, Afro-Asiatic.
It says related to or denoting a family of languages spoken in the Middle East and North Africa.
Right.
The family is commonly divided into 5 groups.
Mm-hmm.
Semitic, Hamitic, Berber, Cushitic, and Cadic.
Those all are the ones at the bottom, because the Semitic is us, and then those other ones are the Berber and all that is like African. That's all that African, dialects of the language, right? It's a group of languages that they just clustered together. But of course, we have our own language.
You said something about whatever CE. What does the CE stand?
Oh, ain't that
Common Era.
That's after Christ. That's the AD, right? Hold on, no.
Domini means like in that area after Christ was already passed.
Yeah. Because CE, that's. I heard that one time when I was in college too. The CE was like.
It's like
I'll give it to you.
They try to say it means after that.
I was very clear about Sabbath and after that.
Yeah, it means
So CE is synonymous with AD.
It's CE. No, hold on. Why do we use CE instead of AD? I got you. The simplest reason for using BCE, CE as opposed to AD and BC is to avoid reference to Christianity.
Right before Common Era.
And in particular to avoid naming Christ as Lord. So we still know that the time started when Christ died, of course, right? But they just call it something different, so you just don't reference Christianity.
So CE is used
instead of BC, so you're not referencing Christ.
Okay. Era.
So like
AD stands for the Latin phrase Anno Domini, the year of our Lord.
AD.
Yeah.
Oh, so they saying when he was born. They going by when he was the year of our Lord. So they going by time. So the year 1 is the year he was born.
Yeah.
All right. Look at that. Time starts on earth for everybody with a black man. That's crazy. It is. Yeah. I feel like we need some fans in the pews. All right, but anyway, Hebrew has been revived several times as a literary language, most significantly by the Haskalah, or the Enlightenment movement of early and mid-19th century. Near the end of that century, the Jewish activist Eliezer ben Yehuda began reviving Hebrew as a modern spoken language. This one Edomite. Eventually, as a result of the local movement he created, new groups of immigrants known under the name of Second Aliyah replaced scores of languages spoken by Jews at that time. It said those languages were Jewish dialects of local languages. So the languages at that time, right? They was just intertwining them. They was called Judeo-Spanish. Judeo-Spanish is Yiddish.
Right.
Judeo-Arabic is Bukhari, and local languages spoken in the Jewish diaspora, such as Russian, Persian, and Arabic. New words and expressions were adapted as neologisms wow, from the large corpus of Hebrew writings since the Hebrew Bible, or borrowed from Arabic, right? And older Aramaic and Latin. Many new words were either borrowed from or coined after European languages, especially English, Russian, German, and French. Right, so a lot of those A lot of the times when you hear these Jewish people talking, of course, they just intertwine their languages. All right. All right, Tara, I need you again. No, matter of fact, Kana. Oh yeah.
Uh-huh.
All right, Kana, we got a few vocabulary words that we're gonna go over, right?
Come on, dude. You know I'm terrible.
All right, so
This is
for the last week, I think last week we did the word black, and I think we did milk for the one brother. We did milk. Remember, we was talking about milk scriptures.
What was the black again?
The black is, I'm gonna get it for you right now, is shakar. And I'm gonna give it to you in Song of Solomon 1 and 5, all right? To show you that color is in the Bible, because it's referring specifically to the color of a person. All right, so the word is shakar. It's right here. This is the Hebrew word for black. You can find this word black, right? Shakar in the Strong's H7838. Hebrew 7838. All right. I'm gonna see how they say it on there.
Strong's H 7838. Shahor. Shahor. And second entry, Shahor. Shahor.
They're a little bit on it. Shakar. Right. All right. And like I said, the word means black. Right. There isn't a whole bunch of terms for it. It just simply means black.
So it would be the Shah, the Ka, and the Ra.
Right. And the Ka and the Ra is what? Connected.
Right. So is it the Ka, like as in Kataza, or the Ka as in K? The K.
It's the Ka. That's the Ka as in Ka. Ka, Kataza, yeah. Okay. You know, the one you got a Ka, you know what I mean? All right, so can you look up this another word for me? Can somebody get me the word jetty?
I think it's actually
jetty. This word right here. Jetty. So shakar means properly dusky, but also jetty. Right, dusky. We're gonna get both of those words, dusky, and we're gonna get jetty. Yeah.
Dusky.
Yeah, dusky and jetty. Of course, I can do it, but I want crowd participation.
Darkish in color.
Which one? Dusky, right?
Dusky.
Dusky is darkish in color. So when he's saying I am black and comely.
I'm sorry. It says used in euphemistic or poetic reference to black or other dark-skinned people.
Right, and it's used euphemistically, right? To reference black or dark-skinned people. Period. You cannot get away or get around it. This black right here in Song of Solomon 1 and 5 is being used to denote the color of somebody's skin, not to say that somebody's black because of the condition that they're in. This is specifically skin. It's different than Jeremiah 14 and 2. Jeremiah 14 and 2 is denoting hold on. I'm almost sure that's the condition. But dusky is euphemism for dark skin. And can you get jetty before I move on so I don't jump around?
Well, I remember that from last week. Jetty means jet black.
Jetty was jet black?
Yeah.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
I was in class last week, too.
It was that? That's what it was?
Yeah, I was listening to the whole class.
So jetty is deep black in color, right? So Jetty is deep black in color. So Shakar in Song of Solomon 1 and 5 is talking about skin color. All right. So if you need to write that down, it's going to be SHA CHAR, Shakar.
Why is that not coming up now?
What's that?
Like, I know that it meant jet black.
Uh-huh.
For some reason, when I Google it, it's not coming up as that.
Oh, you got to put Jetty. You got to put Jetty pertaining to color. That's why. That's how I had to look it up. Jetty pertaining to color right here.
Jettie.
Jetty. And I put definition pertaining to color, and it says deep black in color, jet black, right here. Merriam-Webster's dictionary for Jetty.
I remember that distinctly, but I didn't.
You found it? It's right here on the screen. That's what I use. Jetty, definition pertaining to color.
Oh, okay.
All right. So, of course, you know, the word black, depending on how you use it, there's other words that mean black as well. This is an example of it. So the first word that we just used, black, was pertaining to color. That was Shakar. And this one is Quadar. This one's Quadar right here. The Qua, the Da, and the Ra. Qua, the Da, and the Ra. That's the shot. The Qua is that mushroom looking. It's Dar. Ah, by God, Da. The Da is right there. The Da is like that.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
And then Ita Ra. No, that's not the Ra. That is the 4.
Oh.
No, the 4. No, you can erase that, but put the 4 right there. That 4. That's Quadar. That's Quadar. Yeah. Dar is connected. Yes. Now what she's doing right here, Sashiam, if you could you turn the camera real quick for me to? No, I need you to point to it.
Oh, okay.
Now, okay, this word right here, she's going to Quadar, right? This is the other word for black, Quadar. So you see how that little mark that she has underneath of that letter, that signifies to say that when you sounding out that letter, to just say that letter by itself, like Qua. That's a Qua. So you'll say Qua, right? When you have those two letters, the next two letters, the Da and the Ra. So you're not going to say Da Ra. It's not going to say Qua Da Ra. It's going to say Qua Dar. And so in order for that letter to be connected, it has the opposite sign, right? Like a smiley face. And the smiley face connects those letters together. So instead of it being Da Ra, you'll connect it, take the last A off, and it'll just be Dar. So if you spell it out, it'd be Dara. With it being connected, you drop off the A and say it together. So it's Quadar. So that's black. Yeah, and that's Shalom, right? So instead of saying Shalama, it's connected, so you'll say Shalom. And the A drops off, you just say Shalom. All right, those are two words that you can use. We're going to start to build on our Hebrew vocabulary. Every week we'll continue to pull out these same words, man. So anytime you can, you get a chance to use the word black, use it. I don't care if you start using it in your Facebook post, start using the words.
Can I put up Shakar?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, of course. To show you the differences in the oh no, that's going to be SHA car. See, that's the other car. No, CH. Yeah. Yeah, that's what it is.
And it means skin. That's black. Right?
That's black, right? That's black pertaining to a person. That's black, definitely pertaining to skin. Now, Quadar. Now we're gonna get Quadar real quick, all right? So I'm gonna show you the difference in Shakar and Quadar. Both of them means black, but one of them physically means skin, and the other one means this. I'm gonna show you right now. Oh, that's in my boogies. You good? What you say?
So, what's the letter for clock?
Q. That's the Quadar. So if you wanted to write it in English, it's Quadar. Quadar. That means black. That's the one you wrote right there. You already wrote it.
Oh.
Yeah, Quadar. Yeah. Yeah. Solid.
Huh?
Cursive.
Huh?
I don't know nothing about that.
Kids don't even learn how to write cursive no more.
Right.
All right, so let me see. Yeah, y'all should be able to see that. All right. So this is the second black, right? Quadar. Let me see how they say it. Hold on.
Strong's H, 6937. Kader. Kader.
Well, that's not how you say it. All right. Now you see how the actual definition is to mourn, right? When it says, I got this black from Jeremiah 14:2. When it says, Judah mourneth, the gates thereof languish, they are black into the ground, right? I remember when I first had learned this scripture. This was one of the first scriptures that I learned, one of my favorite scriptures. And I was at work talking about it, and this white dude was like, well, that ain't talking. He heard me. He was like, that ain't talking about skin color, right? That ain't talking about skin color. That's talking about a condition. So I was like, okay, well, what color is my skin? And he was like, black. I said, nah. What color is my skin? I said, is my, is it this color? Look for somebody with black. Is it the color of that shirt? No, it's not. It's brown. But why am I being called black? Because of the condition I'm in, right? So that's how you're able to tell who the Israelites in Jeremiah 14:2 was. So I cut him on that aspect because he was so quick to try to say, I don't know, he probably was Jewish. But he was quick to say, nah, they ain't got nothing to do with color. Yeah, it do. Just on a spiritual aspect, right? A different aspect, right? To understand it. Quadar means to mourn, to be dark, to darken, to cause to mourn. Primitive, and it still can be used as for skin as well. Look, It says to be ashy. Ashy. What else could be ashy? That ain't talking about a Negro. It said to be ashy, i.e. dark colored. By implication, to mourn. By implication, is used to mourn, like sackcloth. In sackcloth, be blackish, be or darken, heavily caused to mourn. Salaki, what's your hand up? What's your hand up?
No.
Okay. So those two words, those are good to have as far as knowing the difference between black. Because a lot of times we'll read the Bible and we'll see the word black and actually think it's always talking about the same thing, but it's really not talking about the same thing. And when you go into the Blue Letter Bible, just knowing that will help you get a better, like it may give you a different understanding, not a different understanding necessarily, but a better way to understand that verse when you read it. When you read in Jeremiah 14:2 and understanding that it's talking about mourning. You got it.
This is off topic, but
Yeah, that's cool.
when you talk to some Israelites, they still wear dreadlocks, and they have, like, they say the definition of a lock is like a dreadlock. But
No.
could you tell me what the
I got
Strong's definition of it?
I got you. No sweat.
They be ready to fight over that. I'm like, they dirty anyway.
You got your blue your
My phone's dead. Is he talking to you, sis?
if you could, sis. If you don't mind, could you look up the word? I'm gonna give it to the sis. And we're gonna look up the word locks. All right, and I'm gonna still get it in here too. Mm-hmm.
This is the Zondervan Bible Dictionary, page 325. Oh, the water. Lock. A mechanical device for fastening a city gate or door.
Right. So the first definition for lock is a mechanical device. Like we all would know what a lock is, right? You lock a door. You would lock a city door. Anything to fasten something, right? At school you lock your locker with a lock. Go ahead.
Right. Definition 2. In Numbers 6 and 5, the term indicates the unshorn and disheveled locks of the Nazarite.
Mm-hmm.
In Judges 16 and 13 and 19, the braided locks of the Nazarite Samson.
Right.
In,
braided
Ezekiel.
Locks. Right. So it's braided, right? Because, right. Even think of the concept of a lock. A lock is something that you can fasten down, but then you can also unlock. Right. Once a dreadlock or a deadlock, once you lock that, that's it. I think I've seen people open them up, but I guess you got to go through a whole bunch of stuff to do it. You know what I mean? Everybody looked at this. Like, can they open them damn things? But
make your head bored.
Dusty Bray is that Dusty got right now. Those are locks because Dusty gets them bad boys fastened. He gets his hair washed, blow dry, however he do it, and then somebody lock him down. And then when he gets tired of them, they unfasten them or unlock them, and then he gets his hair washed, go through the process again.
Mm-hmm.
Dreads was never our culture. And damn, what is that picture? Y'all ever seen that picture where we was in the Assyrian captivity? And you see the brothers, and you'll see, he has the headpiece on like that. Yeah, and it looked like he got the braids, and you can see him come down like in the back right there. It's fresh. I'm like, yeah.
So the difference is like the dreadlock and the lock. The lock is braids, but the dreadlock cannot be unlocked.
It cannot be unlocked. And I've been taking it a step farther. It is East Indian culture. Right? It is East Indian culture. And that a lot of people believe that it comes from Jamaicans. Well, we over here got it from Jamaicans, but Jamaicans got it from the East Indians that came to their island and oppressed them. Right? We always take on the culture of our oppressors. Right. It wasn't something that they just I typed in East Indian and Blue Letter Bible. Ain't that something? And so that was something that they did. They took on the culture of the East Indians. And those East Indians, right? We even took on a bit of their culture and we don't even know. Like, you know how we call ourselves thugs? Mm-hmm. Well, those East Indians was called thuggies. It's crazy. I remember when Captain Mashak broke that down. Yeah, they called themselves thuggies. They sit in the cipher. What do we do when we was, before we was in the truth? Sitting there smoking, like, yo, you want to kick this cipher? You know what I mean? Yeah, already. Man,
right.
I ain't got to tell you.
Seems like it was so long ago.
It
does. It do. But this is that. You know what I mean? Let me see if I can. And then I'm going to share this screen real quick so everybody can see that.
It had to be the truth of the assassination because I used to know. Oh my God. Yeah. I can relate.
Oh no. But yeah, that's it right there. That's how they would look. And that's how a lot of them Jamaicans be looking, man. That man, I remember I forgot where I was at. I was up in New York. Can't remember if it was Rikers or upstate. This Jamaican dude had his he used to wear this cap. When he would let the dreadlock, it was full in the cap. Uh-huh. So, but he had took it out one time and the dreadlock went down to the floor. Like the thing went down to the floor, but he had the whole roof, he had the ceiling missing. I said, what? He had the whole roof missing, yeah. Top back. All of this was gone. It was just, it was just this.
Mm-hmm. Mayweather's father was like that.
Yeah. I'm like, come on, man.
I never liked dread.
And then he would just whoop, and put the sock on it. Put the sock on it. Yeah, but that's it right there. Even look how big that. Look at that, man. Look at the women. That's not our culture.
And now, like people in the South are wearing wicks. Is that what they call?
Yeah, wickets. Wicks is short for wickets.
Dirtier.
It just be like one right here, like don't be a juice, like don't be a menace by drinking your juice in the hood. Remember how he had his Jones like that? That's what wicks. That's all a wick is.
You can tell like those wicks is like that's black.
Yeah, that's nigga. Like that means you don't have a job with those. Yeah. You're not going to get up because those are free forming. Well, I think I seen one dude in there before like that, but they wasn't. Before they started getting all weird, he cut that stuff off. He started it. But look, man, you coming up in there looking crazy. You feel me? It look heavy. It looks disgusting, I mean, even look at the lady. The lady's dirty, right? It's a dirty hairstyle. It's dirty. Look, man, God. What the hell are they chewing on over there?
Tree bark.
The hell they chewing on? And so they would sit in the cipher. And that's what they would sit in the cipher. They called themselves thuggies. This is not our culture. It's not Jamaican or it's not Benjamite culture as well, neither. Okay. Although you'll hear Negroes start to try to rationalize it. They'll be like, "Oh, see, they did my antennas to the Lord." Like, come on, man. The Lord ain't dealing with you through your hair. That is so foolish to believe that. What's that? The banana pudding? Oh, you got to now? You didn't open it.
That's lamb and rice.
That's lamb and rice?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Hey, look, man. The ISUBK Delaware store is open. It's lamb and rice back there. It's sandwiches. Wings. Banana pudding. The wings is good because I had some already. It's like fruit, watermelon, all that kind of stuff, man.
Pasta salad.
Yeah, there's a list there.
Yeah, so it's all for a good cause. Sister trying to look out for the school.
That's nice.
All right. Can we're gonna do this one last word, Kana, and then
Salagia, sir. Can I just have a pass this week? I'm not good.
You need a pass?
Yeah, I'm not good at Hebrew.
All right, no sweat, sis. But we was gonna help you out up there. That's what this is.
Put it on my heart.
Golly.
I don't know anything.
All right, we're gonna help you out. Here we go.
Got the paper back there.
Look, man, show your husband what you got. Here you go. She says, Salakia, can I get a pass?
Okay.
That's why it's important to come to this class.
All right, look. All right, so you can erase all of that, right? And we're gonna get the word Moses, right? We're gonna do Moses. Yeah, you can erase it. You if you don't have one of those papers, just go ahead and keep that mess so you can start practicing on your letters. That's something that we all have to do.
Moshe Rabbeinu.
Is it Moshe or Masha?
Nah, it's Masha. It's Masha. Don't listen to it. Remember that dude said Moshe Rabbeinu. That's an inside joke. Remember the dude that Captain Cesariak was talking to at the bench? It was a black dude. And he was like, yeah, he was Jewish. And, Captain Cesariak was like, they would never accept you into their family. They won't let you date their daughters and stuff like that.
He was sent from that dude you were talking about. Harry something.
Oh, yeah? But he was like Harry Suttenberg. Harry Rosenberg.
The dude that said that wood, the people look like wood, like boxwood.
I'm about to tell her how to spell it in English. Okay. All right. So it's the M. So M-A.
But do I write this?
No. Well, in English it's going to be M-A-S-H.
M-A-R-S-H.
Huh?
It's Marsha.
Marsha? Nah.
Right?
Nah. It's Masha. Nah, Marsha is something different. Masha is Moses.
What's Marsha?
Marsha, so I'm gonna get you Moses right here.
That's Captain Iman's son. Marsha, I think that's Moses, right?
Hold on 1 second. Blue Letter Bible.
I could be joking.
Sure, it's not what? Yeah. Oh no.
Well, I don't know. I could be wrong.
Three letters. I mean, it might be Marsha for something different, but so Masha. So it's going to be M-A-S-H-A-H. So that's how you say Masha. All right. It's going to be 3 letters. All right. So it's going to be the Ma. That's cool. Just mimic what you see. Perfect. It's now you write and right to left. All right. So the next letter is going to be to the left of that, and it's going to be the Sha. Perfect. And it's going to be the Ha. It's going to say Ha. Right. That's the comb, right? And so underneath of the Ma, you're going to write the frown. You know, that frown looking symbol. Perfect. Yes, that by itself. And then that one, yes, if you can connect it. Perfect. Give her a hand. All right, that's how you say Masha or Moses. All right. Moses is Masha in Hebrew.
Can I keep this?
Yeah. You good. You solid. And so just write down those vocabulary words. Of course, we're gonna build on them every week. I'm gonna continue to go over the same ones every week. I'm not gonna give you 50 words that you don't never use. All right. So I think that's a good place to kind of end it, right? I don't want to overwhelm you with that, right? So with that being said, I'll turn the class over to Precinct Officer Thusayim.
That's right.
I'm mad.
All right, this is the ISUPK security announcement. Rules for new brothers and new sisters. When a new brother and new sister come into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are here to learn and to shed themselves with the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if they have a particular interest in a particular person, they are to seek counsel from the head. Tithing, which is a commandment. Ma'asharah means 10th in Hebrew. That's Numbers. Salakia. That's Malachi chapter 10. Salakia
3, 8 through 10.
3, 8 through 10, and Numbers 8 through 21. That's Masharah, which 10 means 10th in Hebrew. We got priest fund. It's not mandatory. Whatever amount you might like to give, you may give. We got the up and coming holy convocation. which is the memorial of the blowing of the trumpets, which will be September the 25th. That's Sunday, September 25th. That'll be down at 202 North DuPont Boulevard in Smyrna, Delaware.
That's right.
If you listen to this and you want to come out, just come on out and enjoy it. We're having a memorial, a feast day, and everyone is invited. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American people.
That's right.
All right. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black pants, school shoot, headband and scarf. And saying that, we're gonna give the brothers a courtesy salute. Amijah needs to stand. Amijah Shabbat. Amijah Barak. Yah Matah means your arms down. Sar means to turn. We're going to face the sisters. We're going to ask the sisters to stand. We're going to give them a courtesy salute. Amijah Shabbat. Amijah Barak. Yahweh Shamar Atam B'Hashem Yahushai.
Yahweh Shamar Atam B'Hashem Yahushai.
Yah Matah, arms down, class dismissed.
That was fun.
You're better at it, man.
I appreciate it, sir.